Hey everybody, this is Bayou Bricks and this is Al here. And I just want to go over some customs that I made for the IronHeart TV show that just finished airing, I think this past Tuesday, or whenever that you're watching this, it's already aired. So anyway, I made some custom minifigures that I really want to go over. And starting out, the first one that I'm showing you is Natalie, her best friend slash AI. I didn't really have any yellow brick pieces to do for like the torso or anything like that, even though she primarily wears yellow. And Lego doesn't really make too many of those outside of like the yellow minifigures. So I did the best that I could, and I used Orion's like arms, it's like the trans clear purple pieces. The next one up is Ezekiel Stain. Pretty straightforward. Use like a lumberjack torso and a little bandage over the arm and a drill. Pretty happy with how this one turned out. All in all, pretty happy with it. The next one that I did is Clown. And just kind of show her explosion and affinity for explosions. I use like this racer torso, I believe, and some like bluish gloves as if she's, working on some formulations for some stuff. And I went with these two puff balls for her hair there. And as you can see with some of these, I just kind of used the pieces that all of these, I just used the pieces that I had. The next one is the IronHeart suit that IronHeart uses for, I think, the first 3 episodes. It's kind of like thrown together, but I used the Whiplash helmet for this and kept everything else from like the IronHeart Wakanda Forever pieces. The next one after this is Slug. Once again, I didn't really have any green hair pieces and or like sleeveless torsos or good makeup faces for like this dark brown skin. The next ones are the blood siblings, Roz and I forget the other one's name, but I kind of used some red stormtrooper torsos for those. Didn't turn out too bad, but also didn't have any hair with like the white streak for Roz and Jerry. That's the brother's name. All right, this one, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Okay, this is the hood. I used the red hood from a Miles Morales figure. The torso and legs are from an Obadiah Stane figure, oddly enough. And the head is from a Lord of the Rings figure, I want to say. It has like that same skin tone that Anthony Ramos' character has. And I'm using 2 revolvers because I like the vibe of those a little bit better than just like the regular pistols. But yeah, super happy with how this one turned out. Feels very authentic to his character. And I really enjoyed his character and his arc and just kind of like what he was really going for in this whole show. I do like the tattered cloak a lot better than the kind of put together cloaks that I have in my inventory for this color. But all in all, I'm just really happy with how this one turns out. This suit is kind of closer to what he ends up in the show during like the last 2 or 3 episodes. So all in all, pretty happy. And next after this, we have Selma. I didn't have like a black beanie and a black hair to like really kind of represent what she really looks like. But I went with like this lighter brown skin with like, I'm not sure if you can tell, but she has like on some glasses also. But the glasses on the skin are like gold. So once again, I just kind of went with what I had. But really looking forward to seeing this character more in the Doctor Strange TV show that we're supposed to be getting called Strange Academy. But yeah, I think all in all came out pretty well. All right, with this one, I did Riri Williams next to her IronHeart suit. With the Riri, I used the head from the regular Riri Williams that comes from the suit itself, actually. And then the legs, I used like the half bendable legs. I forget what they're technically called, but to make her look a little bit shorter compared to her suit. Because every time we see her step out of her suit in the show, she's like half a foot, if not a foot shorter than the suit. So I really like that height difference. I really wanted to capture that with the minifigure. And she really kind of dresses more masculine, so I kind of used the torso piece from like the Mary Jane Spider-Man set. Oh, and here we go. The biggest reveal of the MCU thus far, what it feels like. I mean, this is a character that has been theorized since WandaVision first came out. And obviously, spoilers, if you have not seen the show, pause this video, come back to it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But we have Mephisto here. I used a Tony Stark head. This hairpiece from the Lord of the Rings figure that I used for the hood. And then I used his skin turned red. Oh, because he's the devil. I'm kidding. But I did swap out the face a little bit there just for a quick bit. But the torso, I'm not sure where that came from. I think that's a Bruce Banner torso, actually. And we see Mephisto in a bunch of different outfits throughout the whole show. I mean, during the 1 or 2 episodes that he's in. So I didn't really have anything to fully kind of capture what he wears. But I feel like that goatee that Tony Stark has is pretty representative of the look that he has within the show. As well as like that ponytail and just, I give him this red hand to just kind of show like that more devilish side. And also, like a little bonus part of this video, I could not get his scene out of my head. So I decided to make like a MOC of him on Riri's scene inside of that pizzeria. So I went with like a little tan base plate here with some tannish green bricks to like sort of lay the foundation here. And I'll put up like a before and after photo, I guess, comparing the scene to what I end up with. And I really just kind of wanted to capture that little scene that they're sitting there together. I also use like some masonry bricks here that are like in a tan color also. Apologies for me not knowing the proper names for all the colors of the different bricks here, but doing my best. But all in all, I really enjoyed the show. If you have not seen it yet, would highly recommend it. People are already calling it like one of the better, if not best, TV shows that they've done MCU wise. It's really setting us up for a lot of future things to come. There's so many different things that they could do, whether that's setting up Strange Academy with Zelma, or the Champions with Riri, or just even, this could even set up the next 2 Avengers movies with Riri. Like, introducing Mephisto changes a lot of things. And sure, he's not one of the most powerful people within the comics, but the idea that you could have this entity that can make deals with people to give them whatever their hearts desire, with that devilish caveat, of course, it changes everything. I've even seen Screen Crush talk about, they went back and kind of retroactively tried to piece together what potential people throughout the history of the MCU could have made deals with Mephisto. I mean, we see him in the show say that I made a deal with Ringo and yada yada yada. So I saw that they had listed Howard Stark, which seems like a good one. I mean, it doesn't really change anything, but their proof for this theory is all of the terrible shit that happens to him after, afterwards. He gets the riches and everything, and but at what cost? He ends up dying tragically by the hands of Bucky. And here you can see me kind of forming that couch. What are they called? The booth there at the pizzeria. So I'm using these sort of forest green bricks here, and really want to kind of have a softer curve around these edges, but I didn't really have the pieces for that. So you can see the little white table there and the little brown wooden ends of it. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It didn't take me too long to put this together, maybe 30 or 40 minutes. My pieces are not very well organized, and you can see a little printed pizza box there. I thought I had pizza slices, but I could not find any. The only thing I could find was a taco slice piece, and then a little chalice. And Riri's IronHeart suit, which is like off to the side in that scene, and Mephisto himself sitting there across from her, eating pizza, and then Riri herself. But, I mean, all in all, just phenomenal show. 10 out of 10. I just wish that it was longer and that it had gotten released weekly rather than just in 2 weeks. Because that's a bit of a commitment. 3 hours every week, basically, for 2 weeks to try to watch a TV show to make sure you don't get things spoiled. But all in all, really enjoyed it. Can't wait to see what they do next. And here are all those figures that I made themselves. But yeah, all in all, watch IronHeart. This is Bayou Bricks. This is Albert at Bayou Bricks. Like and subscribe, and let me know what you liked about IronHeart and what you're looking forward to.